Hello and welcome back to Wandering Nobles. In between episodes, it has been asked why I'm not focusing on getting a specific duchy when I'm looking for land. Why am I just grabbing whatever land is available? Well, the answer is simple. If we have a look at our liege here, our liege is a duke. And this means that no matter how much land I get underneath him, I cannot create a duchy. It's just not possible. Title has same or higher rank than the primary title of your liege. So until this guy right here becomes a king, which is actually kinda possible if Sweden could create Scandinavia. Like if Sweden creates Scandinavia, then he can immediately become a king because he has enough to get the kingdom of Sapmi. So if he becomes a king, then we can look at a duchy. But until then, basically the question is, can we become independent from our liege? If the answer to that is no, it doesn't matter what land we have because we can never create a duchy out of it, right? So that's roughly what I'm looking at. Also, in terms of why I'm looking at still the weakest people around, even though we've got a little bit more strength, it is worth pointing out that although our troops are good, they're not that good, right? Light footmen are the worst that you can get out of levies. They have 10 damage and 19 toughness. Well, actually, this one almost has 20 toughness, right? And that's with our bonus to stand and fight. Let's have a little look at a different men-at-arms. Let's have a little look at, say, bowmen. 25-13. So immediately, and is that including our bonus? That is including our bonus. So immediately, you've got a group that have 10 more damage per unit than light footmen. And these are also fairly cheap. You look at pikemen, they're 22-33. Again, significantly higher. In fact, this includes my stationed holding 52% bonus and 60% bonus, right, to our light footmen. So these guys are better than our boosted up light footmen, right? These guys have a huge advantage. Actually, can I look at non-boosted? Oh, it's 10-19. Oh, right. I guess when I was looking at it on the other screen, weirdly, when you look at it from this screen, it shows you base stats. When you look at it from this screen, it shows you adjusted stats. That's weird. But anyway, the point still stands. So these guys, so this is our stats, 15-31 against pikemen, 22-33. So these guys are better than our boosted stat light footmen. If we go and look at something else like armored footmen, we're looking at 32-29. They are significantly better on the damage side. They're slightly worse on the toughness side than our light footmen, but still, they're doing double the damage for each unit. Coney, 31-18. Again, you can see the numbers are so much higher. I mean, their armored footmen or armored horsemen are, of course, in a line, in a kind of class of their own, because you only get 50 of them as well. So actually, you can half all these stats effectively, but it doesn't quite work that way. Anyway, what I'm basically saying is, yeah, we have a lot of troops in terms of number, but the actual troops are not that good. The quality of the troops is pretty low. We would love to get some armored footmen. The problem is the cost is quite significant. And really, we have to pay off our loan before we get there. Who are we attacking, just out of curiosity? So the next one is going to be Aviovara. So Aviovara up here. Let's just have a look at what these guys are running with. So these guys, they have much less levies than us. But they have Coney, so they're going to be doing more damage than us. And they have bowmen. So again, they're going to be doing more damage. So, although it looks like we have significantly more troops, and trust me, we do have significantly more troops, the problem is our light footmen aren't really equivalent to their troops. They're, like, our 600 are probably equivalent to their 200, but it's not perfect, right? So, we're not that far up in terms of numbers. We need some actual power backing our army, which currently we don't have because it costs money. Now, talking of money, are we full on control? We are, so basically we're just hoping that development pushes us up. What's pushing development so high? From neighbors. There you go. So from neighbors is pushing it up. So somewhere up here must have high development. Yeah, these have 8, these have 6, these have 6. So that's going to be pushing up both of these. So like, if we have a look over here as well, like development's going to be pushed up by from neighbors probably. Yeah, but not as much because it's not as far behind, right? The difference between 3 and 8 being a higher number than 4 and 6. I know, it's a shocking one for you there, but there you have it. What we could potentially do is we could potentially increase development in progress, or development in county. This would give us an extra 4.12 in the holding. Now, the benefit of increasing development in the county is that we will very, very quickly get this bonus to taxes. And it will increase our levy size. That could be pretty good. What are we losing for that? We're losing 11% domain taxes. How much are we making from domain? Domain we're making 4.6, so we'd lose about 0.4, right? Yeah, 0.4, so it puts us down to 3.3 versus 3.7. But in the long term, that's going to pay out. So I think I actually want to increase development here. Yeah. So that now means that our development's going up by 6 per month. So that's development growth, I should say. So you get 100 development growth, that then increases your development levels. So yeah, let's do that. Let's see how that looks for us. I think that'll pay out in time. Also, if we could get a building made in that time, that would be good because, yeah, they'll build quicker. All sufficient taxation, that's a side effect. I'm not entirely sure which one that is. Extra taxes is obviously, it just gives you money. This one must make it so you gain more, like, based on your current income, but still. Cool. Right, we should have a look at buildings, actually, now that we're here. Any buildings that I want? Logging camps makes the most sense for any building at all times because it makes building construction time lower. So it's always good. Although I thought it used to make buildings cheaper. I guess it's just construction time. It might always have been construction time on this one, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It makes temple buildings cheaper, but... Anyway, I think we should still upgrade that one. Building construction time going down is always nice, and it gives us some taxes. So let's do that. And I don't think I want to build anything over here. I think this over here is fine. We could potentially move our capital over there if we wanted to. But I don't think we need to. Also, I have hampering corruption and plowshares to swords here. Plowshares to swords is going to wear off at some point, right? Yeah. We currently do not have no stone unturned, which is the control growth one, right? Yeah, so what I was wondering is whether we want to get that. It says it gain development in that county as well. How much is it giving you of development? It is giving you 10%? Or is that for just normal inspector stuff? Holding taxes. It says it should give you development growth, right? Or does it just give you... It must just give you flat growth when it starts. Yeah, it must just give you a flat amount. So we could potentially host an activity here to get us something. I know it's not getting us any closer to paying back our loan, but really I think we're going to have to do something special to pay back our loan. I don't think we're going to get there through normal means. I want to have enough money to pay for this, so no, we'll hold off a little bit. This is going to cost like 80, somewhere like 80 to 100, so maybe when we get to 180 gold, then we think about doing an activity. Yeah, and then we probably want to do whatever is cheapest, which is a hunt, probably for like 40. Yeah, although it tells us it's going to cost 90, it doesn't if you reduce the amount that you're spending on it. Crazy that. Blackmail. You know my relationship. I care if I'm an adulterer? Not really, no. My secret exposed. I'm an adulterer and she's imprisoned, but like, I'm not that worried about it. I mean, it is a crime towards our liege. Our liege is not very happy with us for it, but I mean, it's not that unhappy with us. We could potentially learn his language, although we might just get the negative events from that. I could send him a poem. I don't know. I think maybe swaying our liege makes sense. Yeah, let's maybe just do a little sway of our liege here, just to make sure he doesn't imprison us. I did lose a level of devotion, but I also don't care, because all we really lost was 5 same faith clergy opinion, which doesn't really matter. Cool. Right, and now we wait. We're waiting for a building to build, we're waiting for a claim to come in, our stress came in. I'm not going to convert to a different religion. Do I want to become rakish? No, not really. Oh, my lover died. Oh, how did she die? Typhus. I was going to expect to being killed in a dungeon, but no, typhus. Okay, is that what this is? Yeah, so she was... Oh, so in a way she was killed by being imprisoned because she was taken to this land. And her being in the land then caused her to die because she got typhus there. Anyway, while traveling across the taiga of the county of Davara, I find a makeshift-looking stall by the side of the track. As I stop to take a look, a peasant by the name of Nicola jumps into action, trying to convince me to buy one of the small cross carvings he has on sale. Made them by hand, my lord. Each one takes me hours of work. I don't really have the money here, but I could take your taxes. It would lower popular opinion and give me stress, but yeah, give me your money. I need it. Hey, I have enough for a hunt now. Fantastic. Let's hold a little hunt. Yep. We're going to do just a basic one. We're going to hold it in our capital. We're not going to pay for search parties. Not going to do that. We're also not going to invite anyone because we don't want to invite anyone. There we go. We're not really doing it because we're doing the hunt. We're doing it because we want it to finish in like 3 months. There we go. And start instantly is the other side of that. So there we go. Starts instantly. We get no stone unturned. And yes, it does just increase development growth by 75. It's incredible. Okay, what am I looking for? A wolf, a fox, or a reindeer? Let's go for a reindeer. At least makes people not dislike me. Also, while we're here, we can see how much that's changed things. So, where were we? Yes, that's 11 months it says it's going to take. Oh, no, actually it moved us up to the next level. So that's 11 months it's going to take to go from 5 to 6. I was thinking, oh, that's how long it's going to take to go from 4 to 5, because it was 13 months previously. But no, it's already jumped that far. And now it's almost up to 6 now, which is great. So that's how much more taxes? 0% more taxes, but you do get an extra 0.5% levies for that, which is cool. Next level, I think, will get us 1% tax. I think it's levies every... I think it's 0.5 levies every level of development, and then 1 tax every 2 levels, I want to say. I might be wrong there. Anyway, still, pretty good. We're happy with that. Right. I can remove this guy from the activity and give him a boost. Sure, why not? Might as well. Under my wing, I can get a hunting raptor for 5 years. Give it to Yoakum, or I can get 150 prestige for giving it back, which does get me closer to illustrious. I'm going to put it back, and it will lose me stress. Wonderful. Softly, softly. We're going to try and corner our prey. It is more perilous, but I also don't want to be stressed. From nowhere. I pause to quaff from my water skin, savouring some cool relief from the sweat and havoc of the chase. As I secure it at my side, I hear a low whistling noise. An arrow slams into the poplar beside me with an almighty thwack. I and those closest spin around, but there is no one there, only the wind rustling through the sparse pines. I can say, be careful, must belong to someone, or assassins get me out of here. I'll just say, oi, be more careful. Let's not cancel the hunt. We still got a 24% chance it failed. Okay, never mind. At least we get to finish the hunt and we get the benefits from finishing, which I guess we wouldn't get otherwise. We get legitimacy, prestige, the Night Hunter gains glory, and we also get a little bit more Venator experience, which is fine. None of that was particularly that good, but the benefit is mainly that we got the development up, which is huge. We could do an inspection at some point as well if we wanted to get even more stuff, but again, we're kind of waiting on this. We're waiting on the claim. So, Sermon of Bitten died. Who are you, and why do I care? My alliance with him is expired. I had an alliance with him because somebody was going to marry him, but who was going to marry him? Marry him in particular. Was it my daughter Ivana? It was my daughter Ivana. Okay, so my daughter needs someone new to marry, and my son has somebody who could potentially marry, as could my other daughter. Let's just see, what kind of alliances can I get? Could get one with the Serene Doge. He doesn't have much health, and it's not it's not a I forget the right word. It's not an inheritable position. So yeah, that's not gonna work here for us. We don't really want that alliance. This one maybe. I might go for the other daughter, but could marry this guy. That would get us an alliance with Hess. Now, Hess are down here, which is a bit far away, but they do have 4,000 troops. Yeah, you know what? Let's go second daughter, who is a little bit younger. So this is a little bit better of a match. Alliance power. Oh, she could potentially marry into the Kingdom of Burgundy, which is even further away. Polabia, 8,000. Ooh. Okay. Maybe a little marriage with Polabia seems good here. Always take matrilineal just to see. They're not interested, that's fine. Ivana, in which case you can get the alliance with Hesse. That's fine. And then second son, Dan. Can you get me a good alliance, Dan? Duchy of Threndalog. That's a pretty big duchy. Yeah, I'm kind of into that. Let's get that as the marriage. Yeah. So that's this bit of land here. That's a solid marriage. Okay. So we now have an alliance with the King of Polabia, the man of Hesse, so Duchy of Hesse, I think, right? Because it's Duchy tier. Doesn't tell me, but yeah, it is Duchy tier. And then with the Duke of Thrandalog. Okay, cool. That seems pretty good to me. That's a solid set of alliances we just got there out of nowhere. We are now very, very powerful. You've just declared war on Finland. This is our liege declared war on Finland. What's the war for? The Holy War for the Kingdom. Now that's huge in two ways. One, King... Not you. What, one of these guys on this list. You. Oh, you lost your land. Oh, never mind. I was going to say his land was in there, but I guess no longer. But the huge thing about them taking that is that they're going to control most of the Empire of Scandinavia, which means that they'll probably create the Empire, which then gives a huge opportunity for kingdoms to be made, which will be very exciting to see. Anyway, we don't need to worry too much about that. Oh, this guy's at a wedding. Ah, he's at his wedding, which he didn't invite us. Oh, wait a second. He literally... I'm like, he didn't invite us to his wedding. Invite is like sitting in my inbox. I'm not going to go because it's in the middle of Typhus land and I'm about to declare war, but you know, I appreciate he sent me one. Thank you for the claim. Yeah, oh, he's going to the wedding. Well, let's see how he feels about the wedding when I just declare war. And then raise our troops. Now, is he going to hire some mercenaries? Maybe, but if he hires mercenaries, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call on my allies, and then they will win the war for me. But we'll see. Alright, I'm marching to your capital. Let's put in our best person. Switch to a siege leader once we win the battle. We have a granddaughter called Nicolina. It's a daughter to my heir. Wonderful. That's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cancel, cancel, cancel. It still thinks we'll win, but where did you get the extra troops from? Did you get mercenaries? You did get mercenaries. Okay. Hesse, I choose you. Because you're closest. It still thinks we're going to win, which I'm not so sure about, but... Okay, we're already committed. Hesse has agreed. Okay, that's good. My son had his first tooth. We're going to say cool. Right, we are going to lose this battle. That's fair. Can I run yet? Yes, okay. We ran away. Would prefer if it hadn't ran me directly into the diseased land, but that's okay. My wife falls pregnant. Okay. Accusations of witchcraft. Is this person a witch? It's the least stressful to say she's a witch, so she's a witch. Wonderful. Let's work our way up here. Can I get money from the Pope? No, I can get a guardian for my son, though. Do we still have that genius hanging around? Yep. Alright, cool. Works for me. Right. Wait. He's now a ruler? What happened to your father? Died of heart failure. Okay. Wow. Oh. The Holy Roman Empire's name went over the top there. I was like, I've never seen a name written like this. Holy Roman Norway. But no, it's because it's kind of merged the two. It's a little odd. Okay. Do we want this person to be compassionate? Sure. Whatever. They're the one that our liege asked us to educate. You gonna send your troops to the war, or are you just gonna like stand there? Wait, are you even Hesse? You are Hesse. Oh, you're in another. You also went to it. Wait, no, you're in my war. Are you not moving your troops up here? Another person can join. Oh, he is. He's only moving 2,000 of them though. He decided moving all of his troops would be far too much like hard work. You're not gonna land your troops on top of them, right? No, that's fine. Right. Good. They joined the war. It's an extra 500 troops. It's only 500 troops. Okay. What's your army like, mate? Your army's pretty good. I want to go to. I want to fight. You joining me here? Yep. You want to fight? I think he wants to fight. He's in. He's ready for the fight. Wonderful. We arrive. Okay. These guys arrive 2 days after we do. We're locked in. Son is born. Fantastic. We've defeated their army. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put our siege leader in charge. And we're going to siege. Nice. Oh, and then they brought the second lot across. Apparently they could only bring 2,000 at a time for some reason. Waning of the old ways. With the fall of their last fortress, the Vikings have been utterly extinguished. In the end, they were simply not enough to hold back the tide of foreign faiths, and now it seems inevitable that Asatru is doomed to the waste heap of history. Okay. I think that means the last Asatru nation is gone. Ah, Bjarmaland took it out. So it turns out that the, yeah, that's the end of that then. Because there is no Asatru religion up here. Interesting. Okay. Gotta say, Catholicism is doing a lot better than it usually does, as is Orthodoxy. They are, I mean, as is Ashari, which is kind of weird. Like, all three of those religions have spread a lot further than they usually do, which is weird because usually they're competing for land. It's more that they've just pushed out every other religion and pushed them all into this tiny, well, it's not tiny, it's actually probably a bigger bit of land than this with a different map projection, but all into this corner of the map here. It's like, it's crazy. Anyway, back to sieging. Resin collector's now finished. Wonderful. Sway, compliments. Not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna like see whether we get the 42% chance. This guy died from his internal injuries. That seems fair. You're now the powerful vassal. You're not actually good at anything though, so I'm gonna put in this guy instead. That's fine. Get to sieging. Why are you walking over to me here? Oh, you're walking down here to try and protect my land? I appreciate the thought. New stewardship lifestyle perk. I guess we'll grab golden obligations. It's very good for getting some extra money if you happen to have any hooks. We don't, but it's very good if you happen to. I'm happy to let this army just tank this, to be honest with you here. Yeah, I think this is fine. I don't think we need to be worried. Oh, a person of interest to you died. Leader Tabori of the Sword of Gazula died. Okay, so that's the Ursuling dynasty. So, the new person in charge of the swords are these guys. So who is in charge of the Ursuling dynasty? 4 living members. Basaru's Wanderers are the only real successor to that one. So let's take them out. Let's take out leader Tabori. Okay, so they're now explorers. So this dynasty, by the way, started off as swords for hire. They lost their yeah, so oh, these guys are also explorers. So they lost their original like adventurers group, and then they've split off into 2 separate adventurers groups here. It's kind of weird, which were both explorers. Weird. Okay, well, good job down there. Our liege is being attacked by this person. That doesn't seem like that's gonna work, does it? Okay. Let's finish our siege. 4 months left. Okay. We'll get there eventually. Is this part of my... This is actually part of my de jure duchy, which is nice. It's kind of cool. Anyway. What wasn't taken because it was part of my de jure duchy. It just happened to be there, but it's quite nice. I like that Hess joined us in the war as well. It made life a lot easier. I'm just going to lower my stress here. Got 23 and some prisoners. A sensual proposal. My wife made her way into my life with sweet words and sweeter touches. Late at night, I struggle to keep her off my mind. I will lay with her and she may become my lover. Okay. Well, that worked. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Wonderful. Prisoners can be ransomed. I'll get my 10 gold for you. I will now get 10 more gold. We have to ransom them first, because if we don't ransom them first, then they get get let go as part of the war. And then we'll enforce our demands, which gets us a little bit more in terms of legitimacy. Also a bishopric. Wait, can we hold on to bishoprics? I just realized we might actually be able to have that. I'm going to revoke your title just to test something. Oh no, it immediately jumps to my my bishop anyway. Oh, so I'm not allowed to hold on to it. I just thought I'd try it. Okay, but we do have another piece of land which is pretty built up. That's nice. I'd lost some piety for taking it as well, but let's not worry about that. Wait a day. Wonderful. Now we can get rid of that. Disband our troops, which is cool. Right, then we're also going to switch you off of increasing development and on to promoting culture. So we're going to spread some more Bulgarian up here. Wonderful. So that seems good to me. Yeah, this currently isn't getting us anything, but will get us quite a lot, I think, when it finishes, which will be quite cool. Right. And now we get to wait. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Wonderful. But we should soon start making like some serious money off of this one. Our wife has become pregnant. Fantastic. We should also go on an inspection to it. The reason we should go on an inspection is because we can get something that increases control. Let's do an inspection there. Yeah. This is fine. Yeah, I'm happy with this. We'll try not to spend too much money this time, but, you know. See what we can get. No stone unturned. We get there, so 15% control growth, and it also gets 75 development, which is wonderful. And inspired levies as well, apparently. Okay. I look to do the top one. Cool. As I travel through the streets, I find myself facing a woman being threatened by some kind of ruffian. I will have the garrison run them out of the city, I guess. Sure. Well, no, the chances of that succeeding are low. I'll just take the stress hit. Not stress hit, the success hit. I can demand payment from my son. Ooh. Might do that at some point. Blackmail. I know your secret. Disputed heritage secret? I have a disputed heritage secret? Wait, all you're going to do is get a hook on me and you're not even my vassal. Why do I care? I accept. You can have my disputed heritage hook. Who cares? It does nothing. What are you going to do with a hook? Force me to marry someone? I don't care. This one we want to just choose whichever one of these is the highest, which I think is this one. Okay, that seemed fine. As we survey the more obscure regions of Aviovara, Somir and I find a small area referred to as the taiga around Les Javri. Besides some few goat herders, there does not seem to be anyone living around here. Whenever we pass them by, they look at us with suspicion in their eyes. If I want to ensure my control of Aviovara, I need to get a better grasp on the populace even in these remote lands. And get a small outpost. We'll convert into a fortification if a holding is built. Okay. And how long do you get that? Forever. Okay. Toll road will convert into an economic building if a holding is built. Now that gives you control, so that's 10 for control, or you get ruler visit. I'm going to spend 10 for their toll road. That seems pretty useful. Conclusion. It succeeded. We get inspection-focused taxes, so it gives us 2 tax and 15% holding taxes for 15 years, which isn't great, but will be once we get control up. It's another 25 control growth, which means it went up in a full level. It's not control growth, development growth, which means it went a full level of development up, and we get control level up by 5, and we got 50 gold back, which is actually pretty good, because that paid for the inspection in the first place. Wonderful. So now if we have a look at this holding, it's paying us quite a lot of money because it should be getting +2 here, but it's then being lowered by 84%. So once we get control sorted, a lot of this fixes itself. But we need control sorted, and then it's going to pay us a huge amount of money, which will be great to see. And development is already 6, which means it's actually as high as our capital already. We should do the inspection on the other one now, if we can do it. Because we have the thing that means that we're more likely to succeed, right? On the other one. Yeah, so I should try and do an inspection over here. If we can. I just don't remember what the... like how long 5 years is, basically. Cannot be hosted for another 20 months, so another 2 years, basically. So we're like 2 years off on that one. Okay, cool. Well, that was a pretty good event. Ivana comes of age. She is a great eminence. That is fantastic. That's the best type of diplomacy education she could get. It doesn't really matter. She's betrothed to somebody, and in 13 years she will leave to go to his court. But until then, she's here. I can join a grand tournament. Will I arrive on time? Yes. Ooh. Is his grand tournament? Where are you holding it? In Bitten. Oh, that's actually pretty close by. Oh, okay then. What are you doing? You're doing wrestling followed by archery. Are we good at either wrestling or archery? No. No, our stats are atrocious, I would say. But we might be able to grab some people there. I should go. I should definitely go to the tournament. Yeah, I was just trying to convince myself. I'm like, I should go. But I don't want to go. But yes, I should. We could potentially do cultural ambassador as we go through here. Which will in theory allow us to... I think that would increase cultural acceptance as we go through the land. I don't think we need to, but it's an interesting thought. Could also potentially push ourselves down here afterwards. Yeah, I think it's worth going to Sigtuna afterwards, if we can. The reason why we'd want to go there afterwards is because we get the stewardship lifestyle experience. Is that saying travel's too long? I think it is saying travel's too long, but let's not worry about it. Let's just pretend we didn't see that. Because it was hidden under something else. Echoing Horns. New event. The echoing call of horns fills the air as we traverse the hills near Sigvara. The hill forts resonate with the sound, a call to arms that sounded through generations. Mere seconds after the first blowing, a throng of garrisoned Sami warriors emerged from the closest fortification, charging a group of terrified highwaymen and bandits. So we can potentially help. Wait, it's a prowess challenge and we have a better chance of winning? That's crazy. There's no chance that anything bad happens to us. Well, no, we could become wounded, but we might increase cultural acceptance. Let's do it. I killed all the bandits and got 350 prestige, which makes us very, very close to illustrious. Wonderful. What's my goal here? Probably not triumph, huh? Probably like a recruitment goal. Makes sense to me. Wonderful. Right, we'll wait for it to start. Okay. Our daughter has been born. Wonderful. How long till... I was going to say how long till these open. They opened right away. Let's go to the tourney grounds. Hopefully we can qualify with that. A new hire. Squires laugh and joke while they polish helms and mail. One of them snorts so hard it sounds like a pig, and the rest soon imitate him. There are knights loiter nearby. Among these I spot Huvamil, Count Ulo's counsellor. His deeds have not gone unnoticed, and the work he's done for his liege's household is more than impressive. I could convince him to join my council. He is very good. Gold. Okay. Obligation hooks reduce court position salaries. I actually didn't know that, but he would join us. A skillful man deserves a skillful liege or no liege at all. 9% chance. 94% chance that we can just say he'd have a more prestigious life here. I do not wish to offend. I'll just try and recruit him. He was angry at me with the 9% chance. Wonderful. Lovely. Where are we going next? We don't really have money, so I don't want to go to artisans like I usually do. Go to the tent camp. These people are drinking. I'll just gain some prestige. Hey, we're now illustrious. Nice. Still not qualifying, no. Tourney grounds? An inappropriate exchange. Do you want Karen to be lustful? Sure, why not? Doesn't really bother me. Blackmail. A disputed heritage. Okay. You're somebody else's marshal. Why do I care? Sure, you can get a who come in. Oh wait, that's the same person as last time. He got another hook on me that he's not going to use. Okay, I can gain trait in Falconer experience. I can lose... Oh, sorry, I can gain some Falconer experience for a hunter trait. I can lose some stress. Or I can say I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. I'm guaranteed to qualify for wrestling. Fantastic. That's all I needed to do. Let's see where we're going now. Maybe we'll go to... Tent camp? A familiar favor. Since spotting an admirer's favor tied to King Britislav's arm yesterday, I've been racking my brains trying to figure out why it seems so familiar. When my wife, Countess Preciosa, greeted me this morning, I suddenly realized I think it belongs to her. I must know, or I'll say no preposterous. I must know. You been cheating on me with the king? It's true. It's my favor that King Bretislav wears. And say, it is, or it is. I'll say, it is. Okay. I am ready. We're so gonna lose. Murder Dan? Why are we murdering Dan? The weakest wink. An arm tightens around my skull and I answer with a vicious elbow to Eustach's stomach. I escape his grasp and go for a grapple of my own and we lock, arms entangled, breathing heavily. As we struggle in each other's grasp, I notice the ghost of a smile pass over my opponent's face. What is he smiling about? Ugh, my eye! Eustach's thumb is firmly in my eye socket and it takes a mighty strike to the face to get him away from me. I stagger backwards, hands over my damaged eye, my blurry opponent pacing towards me. Moderately decreases my success and I get blurry vision, which lowers my prowess by 5 for 5 years, so for the entire tournament and for longer. Wow. What a horrible event. It means our prowess is a 0 after this, I believe. We just check. Yeah, let me just confirm. Yes, 0 prowess. Okay, what are we gonna go for here? The highest chance of success is this one. Main low, go high. We did not succeed. Turns out, being blinded in your only good eye is not a good way to succeed. Well, I hate that guy. Count Ingvar knocks Duke Brag out. Small tales. Being part of a crowd at a sporting event can be a real treat. The atmosphere, the sound, and the sights. The only problem is, it can sometimes bring as many downsides as it does boons. One such downside is just materialized, as I find myself stuck behind the large frame of Borivoj. I lean first one way and then the other, but the sheer size, it occludes the action almost perfectly. I sigh loudly, tap my foot. Borivoj doesn't budge. Cheers ring out as something huge and exciting happens. My color begins to rise. Say, I'll make you kneel to watch. Will happen. I gain wounded. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather not gain wounded here. Excuse me, could you please move? Or never mind. I'll say, excuse me, could you please move? Nope, he didn't move. Wonderful. Boss Nikolai will find Count Ingvar. And then Udalrich will find Eustache. Okay. Udalrich is through to the final. Ingvar is through to the final. They're now fighting each other. And the winner is... Udalrich. who has 19 prowess and is large. Yeah, that kind of seems like the kind of person who would win a wrestling competition. Hey, at least by qualifying, we get wrestler for 5 years. That's cool. We get a benefit for qualifying. That's cool. Let's go tourney grounds. Where victory is fostered. My knights stand assembled for the day's training, their attendants laden with kit. Marikios and myself stand before all. Knights, what you do not know, ask humbly to be taught. Together we represent the Count. Let us together prepare for our glories. Command us. So I can say, to your saddles, draw your swords. Gets him glory, and gets this person a bunch of experience, and we lose some stress. We can do the same, except that increases our score, and we don't get the stress, or he may gain a nickname. I'll increase our score. Wasn't enough to qualify yet, but, you know, that's fine. Let's go to the tent camp. Stealing a moment. As I finally get some time alone in a tent with my wife, away from all the hustle and bustle of the tournament, a deep weariness washes over me. I slump down on a covered straw billet, my mind aching as much as my body. I hear Preciosa muttering to her guard, something about not wanting to be disturbed. A few moments later, I feel her warmth beside me. You look so tired, my love. You need to rest before the contest starts. Stay here with me a while, please. And say, I'm not that tired. I'd like that, or I need to prepare. Let's just take the stress loss. We're not qualifying. Right. Tourney grounds, maybe? There is a chance we qualify at the tourney grounds. Local Lancer. Surveying the assembled petty nobility gathered and bitten, I spot just the sort of man I need. Duchess Yochmoch is a local horseman of some experience, known in these parts for his valor despite his low station, a knight of a forgotten provincial line. As I approach to make my introduction, King Bretislav appears beside him, clearly sharing my idea. Oh, it's Juta Yochmoch, not... Okay, I think I read his name as a title. And say, I will pay better, or I will not barter over a knight. I don't really want to recruit him, but I don't really want the stress, so I will barter. He was driven by coin. He took my money. Okay, well, it's archery time. I qualified, apparently. It said I would not qualify, but yet I did. Okay. 0% chance I hit the target. Okay, or I won't do that. You hit the target blindfolded. Oh yeah, I've got one eye out. The other eye is not working properly. You know what, I'll put a blindfold on. To be fair, it couldn't make us any worse, but on second thoughts. My score decreased greatly because I'm having a bad day. Yeah, that seems about right. I'll take a 26% chance that it goes well. It didn't go badly. 4% chance of winning. We won? Least likely winner of a tournament ever? Wasn't meant to qualify. Couldn't hit the target. Everyone else was actually just worse. We gained 140 gold. Merry aim, and we will receive a prize. And we get the archer bonus, which is quite nice. Okay. What did we get? We got a prize bow, which increases prowess by 7. That's incredible. And we got bow experience and foot experience. And wow, it's crazy. Actually went really well for us. How surprising. And my court physician became a novice physician. Probably because somebody got wounded at the tournament. Okay. We now have 9 prowess. That's incredible. We do, even with our -5 from really blurry vision. Although Merry Aim, our new trait, gives us +3 because it negates negative penalties. We only get, actually I think we get that for 5 years, don't we? So, yeah, we're only taking a -2 from that. I can learn of King Aldrich's secrets and lower my stress. Sure. He didn't have any secrets for me to learn. That's fine. Right, continue our way down to the capital. The Hermit. Do we want to recruit this dude? Yeah. I will let my person make him not ill. Where is my Hermit? King Aldrich gives us a warm reception when we come to his keep. However, his guards seem to chuckle and murmur when they see us, pointing at our entourage. My dear Count Radislav, it's such an honor to welcome you at my... What are you doing with my Hermit? And say it wasn't my intention to steal them. He is now my garden Hermit. Okay. And he gets a salary as well? Or why don't we let him decide? I will let him decide. He joined King Alderich and now I don't have to pay him. Great. We got experience for going here. That's cool. I can now grab probably extort vassals or extort subjects. My mother is dead. That's not good. She was my spy master. I'm gonna put Nasty as my spy master. That's cool. That's good. Yeah, I should do extort subjects. Do I need to be at home for that? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Wait, does this... oh, follow that duck. It was a wild duck chase. It always is. But it's not always. You occasionally get another event, but anyway, it's fine. Do I want to become a gardener? Sure, I'll take the 50-50. I'm down to earth, though. I get medium health boosts. Nice. Well, let's keep going. Traveling traders, new event. As I stroll around the market of Head Danger, a loud ruckus comes from just a couple stalls down from me. There's a furious man animated and waving his hands. Oh, you know what? We've seen this one several times. I don't need to spend 500 for an alliance with this dude. I can just leave. Yeah. New event, but very much a scene event. Okay. We'll ignore it. Heading back. And... Memories of Sigvara. This one, it says, is a new event. We sit in a quiet, empty tavern in Sigvara while a loud band of ragged-looking soldiers comes barging into the common room. Their leader, a confident brute, pushes one of my guards aside and has the audacity to sit down at my table. Noble man, my lord, interested in the services of the best band of mercenaries in Sigvara? More loyal men than you'll never find, at least if you pay us properly. 400 men, I have the perfect job for you as a bodyguard? Or no? Nah, I'm not interested. I don't need 400 temporary men. That's fine. What I do need, however, is to... Oh. Yeah, I'll do local arbitration while I'm here. Got inspired levies here. That's nice. We're also now up to level 3. We're rightful in terms of our legitimacy. We're very, very legitimate. And I think this one said I can't do it because I need to be above count. You have no vassals of count rank or higher. I need a vassal. Oh. Well, there you have it. However, very much worth it to go on that trip. We ended up with a huge amount of money, and now this thing is paying us reasonable amounts because it's only minus 59. Has it actually got any negatives here? Oh, so it's all control growth. It's great. This is working perfectly for us. We're earning more than we were earning before. We earned a bunch from the tournament. Although, one thing about the tournament, we actually got a prize which might not be our best one. Although we get prowess, and prowess is nice, the negative of that is that it's a high enough reward that we actually can't sell it, which means that it won't solve our money issues. But anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.